Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy RyianInspires, aka the Little Engineer That Could, and welcome back to the YouTube channel where all we do is give practical advice to engineer success in your life. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you go watch some of the other videos, some of the other content, vlogs, talking head videos, etc. If you're coming back to the channel, I want to say welcome back, and your boy is back rolling. More videos are coming out. But today, I just wanted to come on real quick and just talk about something I've been thinking about. So I was just, in the car driving, listening to something, but I started to think about a time that I went for a walk with the family. So it was myself, Ramir, Michelle, my wife, and Ramir being my son. And at that time, I believe he was maybe 5 or 6. And no, he was probably 4 or 5. But that's besides the point. He was still on training wheels, right? His bike. And we took him for a ride. While he ride, we would walk because he didn't really go that fast on the training wheels anyway. Now this trail that we went on, it's has a little bit of a dip and a rise, dip and a rise. Nothing too crazy. It's not hilly. It's not San Francisco by any means. So nothing to really talk about. But he was riding up ahead of us while we walked, and I realized he stopped. And I was a little bit confused because he knows how to ride, and we're okay with him riding in front of us as long as we could see him. But he stopped, but I could see that he was almost struggling, right, trying to go. So in my head, I thought maybe the chain came out, something stuck, whatever. When I got up on him, I realized that he was at the valley trying to get over a little incline that was in front of him. So at that point, being the father, I had to give him a push. I had to put my hand on the seat, and while he pedaled, I gave him a push so that he can make it up this very slight incline. Now, again, maybe because of the training wheels, it was a little bit harder for him to get over that, again, very small incline. But at the same time, I had to give him a push. And it was from then that I started thinking about how many times in life did we need a little push? How many people around us need a little push? How many times we've been there to be a push for someone, or in our own lives needed a push from someone, because we will face resistance, we will face things, and yes, we could be all ready for battle, all ready to keep going, but sometimes we face resistance to the point where we feel like giving up, and nothing comes in more clutch than that person coming to us and telling us to keep going, or coming to us and telling us we see you working hard, or just being recognized for the hard work, right? That little push. So I want to talk about that little push. Now, while I was thinking about this whole we need a push concept, I remember the acronym for push that I've learned, which was pray until something happens. Right? That's pray until something happens. And the Bible tells us, right, pray without ceasing. We tend to forget that we ought to pray for others who may be going through things. And we forget that we ought to pray for ourselves even when we're going through things until something happens. And that prayer for someone else, that prayer for ourselves, might be the push that we very much need. There might be times we're giving it all we got. We've used all man made solutions. There's just too much resistance. We can't get through it. And that's where the prayer comes in as that one push to get us over the hump, or somebody praying with us to give us that encouragement to get us over that incline, that hump, that inconvenience, whatever it is. So, the push concept if we look at it from a physics standpoint, it says that an object at rest will remain at rest unless acted upon by an external force, right? So sometimes we really need people to come along and encourage and motivate and get us to keep going, because things get hard. We could all agree that things get hard. And I've had to do that many times for my son, where I had to push him emotionally to get him past something, or push him in different ways, even physically, right? Not like physical push, but pushing him to get through a workout or get through a training session, or even his schoolwork, pushing him mentally to get through the homework he had or whatever it is that he's doing. The whole concept is we all need a push, and we all need to be there for someone to give them a push, because we don't want them to be stuck at the bottom of an incline, get off the ride and quit, when all they needed was a little push to get over that obstacle that is in front of them. And by all means, also remember that we need to do what is called upon of us in the Bible, to pray without ceasing and to pray until something happens. That is most important. That is the push. So I just wanted to come on here, talk a little bit about what I was thinking when it comes to, one, being there for someone to help push them and pushing ourselves, and the acronym itself, right? Push, praying until something happens. Because eventually something will happen. But if you quit, if you get off the ride, you will never experience that something happening. So, it's your boy RyianInspires, aka the little engineer that could. I hope you enjoyed this very short video. I hope it makes sense to you. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have any feedback, drop it in the comments down below. And again, as always, thanks for lending me your ear and your eyes. You can have them back. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.